Good evening, everyone. Here is my host code, FUG3PXHD. If you need to order something from me, please use that host code. I'll put you in for a drawing if you do. If you spend more than $150, don't worry, you'll still be put in the drawing and you'll get your own host rewards also, which is a good deal. Tonight we're going to do a Halloween card, we're going to do a fall card, and we're going to do a Christmas card. Mostly stuff out of the new catalog, and you will be able to use that new catalog, that wonderful new catalog. Let's see. On September 6th, you'll be able to order for it. Not that one. Can't show you the inside of this one. But there's a beautiful paper you'll be able to get. There's a beautiful catalog right here. You can order September 6th. Also on September 6th, they're going to have a 30% off sale on supply items. Don't know what that means. Don't know what those supply items are. Hi, Joanne. So I assume it's going to be things like adhesives and things like that. So keep a lookout when you're ordering out of the new catalog for sales on your routine needs. And then not only do you have all this gorgeous paper from this new catalog, which we're going to be using 2 different packs today. There are going to be 5 new paper options for you to order from on the online store, and some of them are so cute. There's I think 4 out of the 5 I definitely have to have, so I might as well get them all, right? So I'll show you those when I get them. And let's get started. You guys excited about being able to order from the new catalog? So, talking about the annual catalog, May 2023 to April 2024, here we go. It seems strange that it's April that it comes out now. On page 126, we're going to be using that wonderful vellum cardstock. We use that quite frequently. Those lovely specialty papers. Then we're going to go over to our embellishment section on page 140. We're using some embellishments. I have to remember, we're going to be using these. These are gorgeous, just really pretty. These adhesive back sparkle gems. The catalog does not do those justice. Sorry. Those right there. We'll back you up a little bit more, or at least keep you in frame. All right, so these right here, page 140. And then let's flip to our next ribbon on page 143. We're going to be using some of this beautiful textured ribbon in the copper clay. I think I've used that before. And then we're also going to be using this really pretty natural trim on page 144. It's got a really cool design to it. And last but not least, in this catalog, we are going to be using the ever popular stylish shapes that we use all the time on page 167. The rest of the stuff is from the new catalog, so you can see it, so you can order it this week if you want. I do have a gate up, so hopefully my dog does not come to destroy my craft room. Should we start with Halloween? Should we go in order? Start with Halloween, then go to fall, and then, and then Christmas. Let's do that. So, I just checked, and believe it or not, the bones, bag of bone set is already sold out just from the demonstrators ordering it. But it should be back in stock in a couple weeks. So, think about this in a couple weeks. But it's really cute. What I love about it is it has dog and cat bones too. It's photopolymer, which is great. I love photopolymer. It has really cute little add-ons. So like this stamp here, right here, It's all together. It's a little beret, mustache, and scarf all together, so you can have a French skeleton. They have cowboy hats with guitars and roses. Sorry, that's a rose. They have little moons and bats and canes and bow ties and fedoras and top hats. Like, you can decorate your skeleton however you want. There's even cowboy boots and running sneakers. There is a obviously tomb fences, grass. This is great for scene building. And then we have these little bones. There is even this cute little hat right here. Can you see that? For the lady hat. Very cute. Very cute set. Did a great job. Tons of stuff you can do with this. So, this is the card I made. And it's already kind of glowing in the dark up there, huh? I used glow-in-the-dark stickers, glow-in-the-dark paper here. And I'll show you how I made that one. Isn't that cute? I wanted this to be like Dave, me and the dog. And so there's different ways you can position your skeleton. There's different arms and legs, or you can just do the one that's all put together. So let's show you something that's an online exclusive. I've shown you this before. I love these dies. These are the Radiating Stitches dies. And see how they have frames and circles, and then I use the heart in this one. So it's nice basic shapes that you could use. I didn't think I was going to use a heart for a Halloween card, but I thought it'd be cute to have my skeletons in love, right? So I cut it out of glow-in-the-dark paper. Yes, we have glow-in-the-dark paper. So there's our glow-in-the-dark paper. Cut that out there. Comes in a 6x6 sheet. Okay. And it really does glow in the dark. It's cute. I used, I'm losing my skeleton pieces. A piece of Starry Sky with it. Not your traditional Halloween colors. There's some legs over here that I'm getting ready. And then the paper pack is just really cute. So when we look at the paper pack, let me show you. Paper pack is here. We're actually using this paper on the next card, and it's not a Halloween card, but it's got tombstones, and it's got these scenes here, or different ones that you can cut out, just kind of like the daisy one does. I might have to pull you guys back a little more, just like the daisy one does, right? And so I cut out this little scene here, and I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4, so it'll sit on there like that. And that's what we're going to build our scene on. Makes it easier than building. You can build your own scene. There's gates, there's grass, you can sponge, but I'm doing an easy card rather than making it hard on myself. The other thing I did was I took a piece of this really cool, and I didn't show you this in the catalog because it was on the same page as another one, so I forgot. I took a piece of that Starry Sky ribbon. That's really cool. So see how shimmery that ribbon is? We're going to put that across there, across our bat sky, and look how cute on the back is like boo. And I was going to reload my little adhesives, but I don't think I did that. We'll see. I have to do that in a bit. All right. And then while we're here, we might as well put this on our base with whatever adhesive you want to use. All right. And so then I'm going to look at how pretty that is. I love these colors together. So I did a lot of stamping ahead of time to save you the trouble of watching me stamp and heat and stamp and heat. All right, and the next thing I did is I took a piece of black cardstock because I thought this would look cool with the white on black, so I embossed white on that Happy Halloween. So I used Versamark, and I'm going to be using our black dimensionals because we're using darker paper, and so nothing will show through. You know, you don't want to see bright white in the middle of your black paper. Put that kind of wherever you want, right? Isn't that cute? That would be cute just like that, right? And then we're gonna pop up our little heart there. We can use black on that too. You're not gonna see it because we'll use our little cute little glow-in-the-dark heart there. Okay. And then on black paper, I white embossed this guy. This guy is a one piece. Hi, Jackie. So I embossed him all together, and he's going to sit here, right? And then the dog is all together. Isn't the dog cute? You could put a cat here instead if you like cat. And then the other one, because I wanted them to be different, they come with a body, and they come with different arms, legs, so you can have them crouching, dancing, whatever. And so I'm going to put that one together. Jackie, how's Texas? How warm is it in Texas? And so I'm just going to take some of my glue dots, and I'm going to put them on the hip joints, right where the femur comes into the acetabulum, and where the humerus hits the acromion, right? And just put them like that. So I'm going to have that one with an arm up, and I didn't want them both arms up, so this is kind of a little bit down, you know, and so you can position them any way you want. You can have them holding things, and like I said, all those different positions and different accessories, hats and cowboy boots and running. I think the running sneakers are funny. You can position them however you want. And so my girl is going to be dancing a little. I just thought it's such a cute card and so easy, right? And so now, because these are a little smaller, I'm going to bring out my smaller dimensionals in case I need those. But we'll take this big guy here. We'll take Dave, Skeleton Dave. So I thought it would be funny to like make my little family on the front of the card. So we have Skeleton Dave here, and he'll be right here, standing up, just waving hi. And then we'll have little Augie, the bone doggy. And you can have like, you could have had like him, you know, basically grabbing one of my legs and me having a detached leg or something. You can make it a funny card like that. That would be kind of cute. And then I'm using my black dimensionals because they look so good underneath. And then we are almost done, but we're going to do the inside. Okay. So our inside, we'll have a sing. My dog is very excited about anything. And I think someone beeped their horn. Hi, Lynn. How you guys doing? Long time I have seen you. And it says, no bones about it, you're a sweet friend. Isn't that sweet? And we're going to just let that sink in. I used my black memento. And our first card is done. Nice, easy. Easy Halloween card, right? Oh, is it the week where I'm not going to get comments again? Probably, right? I have no comments. sometimes you never know. Facebook Live works and sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes I get comments. Sometimes I start getting comments halfway through. But I suspect. And now before we're totally done. Now these, I was like, I don't even know if I like these. These are so cute in person. They're not just like pieces of paper like I thought they were. They're like little glow-in-the-dark, like they got some heft to them. They're really cute. So I put a little, see, he's already glowing. I put a little ghost up there, right? And I put 2 bats on, because there's these bats. I put one down here, and then I'll put one over here. And so now you have a glow-in-the-dark card. I did take a picture of this in the dark on my website so that you could see it. But there's card number 1. Cute, easy. Love that set. All right, so now we did 1 Halloween. We're going to do 1 autumn one. And I'm going to change it up a little bit from the sample. So let me first show you the sample, and then I'll show you how I'm going to change it up and zhuzh it up. All right. Excuse me while I get something to drink and check. I'm going to check 1 second why I'm not getting comments. Maybe that'll work. Jackie, do you want to try commenting? Just say, hi. Hey, how's Texas? Sorry, I'm a little dry today. All right. Nope, comments still not working. Ah, Jackie, I have comments. Oh, hello, my friend. All right, the next one. These are kind of Jackie cards today. The first 2, I think, are Jackie cards. These are like my Jackie cards. So, just spoiler alert, we're going to be using these 2 ribbons on the same one. Aren't they cute? That's that copper clay. Hi, Marilyn. Yeah, that ghost is a set. I showed it in the beginning. It is a really cute set, and it has tons of different things. It's a photopolymer set, briefly. Has all different legs and arms and different things, and bats and hats and like a French beret mustache and scarf that come together, but there's cowboy hats and fedoras and top hats and moons, and there's also different scenery things and cowboy boots and running shoes, all different kinds of stuff. So, cute set, right? I just stamped it ahead of time because you guys don't need to see me stamp everything, right? All right. Sorry about that. So here is the card, and I'm going to show you how we're going to improve on it. We're using a stencil to get those gold flowers. That paper's in that same pack. Hi, Karen. The truck is an online exclusive. The stamp set is available. The punch is not, but the stamp set is, and you can always, yeah, that's your truck. I was like, this is like a Jackie episode. And there's those like gorgeous, look how pretty those are. Those gorgeous adhesive back gems that I showed you in the main catalog. And this is where we use the cardstock vellum with the decal edge circle and the double layer of ribbon, because you can never have too much ribbon. But we're going to actually improve on this just a little to make it, I think, a little bit different, a little bit better, possibly. All right. And then, all right. So I used a piece of Cajun Craze, and we cut it 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. That's our base. Use my dirty bone folder. My clean one, I think, is just out of reach. All right. And then I'm going to add a layer of black first, because I think that's going to make it pop more. Okay, so I'm gonna do, so this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So then I cut this piece out of that same Halloween paper at 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, and we're gonna take this piece and I'm gonna do the stenciling just a tad different. I call it stenciling, they call it masks. Now I'm just going to get my supplies ready for this. So I just put down a mat, a sticky mat. If you guys have ever seen a sticky mat, they're pretty cool. They help keep things in place. It's almost like having a big clear stamp, but it keeps things in place. They're not sold by Stampin' Up. And what you do is you put your paper down, okay, and then it holds it there, you know, so you're not using tape basically with your stencils. And then you put your stencil over it, right, and then put down the edges of your stencil, and then it's like if you're moving or stenciling, it's not going to move. All right, for this, because I thought gold all over was a little much. So, but this is also to teach you, you don't have to just stencil on plain paper. You can stencil on designer paper. And then, or mask or whatever you want to call it. So next we're going to take our Versamark. Okay. And I'm just going to, this time I'm just going to go in a diagonal pattern. I'm not going to hit them all. So there won't be any in this corner or down here. All right, so it'll be like just a little line. So the first time I did the whole thing, in case you want to know how to do that. This time I'm just doing a line diagonal. And then we're going to lift up our stencil. See how that stencil didn't move? Isn't that cool? And then we're going to lift up our paper. Take our paper out, take this out of the way. Oh, and that mask, that comes in the same set that we used with the snowflakes. And it also has the building of the sunflower with it. And it has a houndstooth one. It's a really good, I'll show it to you in a second. We're going to use some gold powder, and I just dropped most of it. Gold powder, heat it on up. And these images require quite a bit of gold powder. To get those leaves on there. And see how now it's just going to be through here rather than here and here, and then it leaves some open rather than the whole thing covered. What do I use to clean the stencil? Good old Dawn dish soap and water. Yep, that's it. That's it. And if I'm just using dye ink, sorry, I got a lot of powder everywhere. If I'm just using dye ink, I'll just use water, hot water. You don't need to really use the soap if it's just the dye ink. Hi, Margie. Wow, there's a lot of people on tonight. We have Margie, Marilyn, Karen, Joanne, Lynn, Jackie. Quite a few on today. And so I'm just heating that gold. You'll see as it turns where I'm using my heat tool on number 2. And see, oh, look at that acorn, how it's turning. Ooh, how pretty. And make sure you get it all. Isn't that a beautiful mask? It does get a little hot. So it's like leaves falling. Isn't it cute? It's a little distressed. So So this one's a little different from the sample. And I thought it would look better kind of like that, you know, where you don't have it all over the paper. And so it actually makes it look a little more special. And we'll compare the two when we're done. So I'm going to layer that on my piece of black and see how that makes it like pop a little more too, the black. The mask set is in the holiday catalog. I call it the holiday catalog. It's the catalog you'll be able to order from this very Wednesday. It is good, good, good. That one is in the mini catalog. So a lot of what I'm showing tonight is in the mini catalog. I'm glad the comments are coming through now. Yes, leaves and trees, Marilyn. The next one's a tree card. Cute, right? Yeah, I think I like it better with just that. Okay. Now I'm going to take a piece of vellum. And did I pre-cut it? I don't think I did. So you're going to have to watch me cut something. So I took a piece of vellum. Oh, before I do that, why don't I show you? The rest of, it's called the Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. It's item number 162331. So I know you're making your list, Karen. 100 degrees and 109 every day. Boo. Okay, so there's a houndstooth one. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Sticky matte is not Stamping Up. I know. I'll tell you offline where I got it. Sticky matte is a really cool thing. That's the snowflake one that we used on the other card. This is all one pack, all comes together. So along with that leaf one, then you have your builder for your sunflower. So you would do that in a color, and you can even do that in two colors, like a lighter color around the edges, darker around the center. And then these pair with it and go right in between them. So if you, and there's a notch right here to know how to line them up. Okay, and so then this has the leaves, if you can see that, the 1, 2, 3 leaves. And then this one, again, see that knot goes right there. And so you can do the center of your sunflowers. And then to add detail to the center of your sunflowers, there's that one. Isn't that cool? So that's all one pack of masks. You get the snowflakes, the houndstooth, the leaves, and the sunflower maker all in one set. Yeah. I hate to say I dabble in other companies. I do. Obviously, I love Stampin' Up! The most. But yeah, there are some things that Stampin' Up! Just doesn't sell that I think are helpful. All right, so we're going to go back to our decal edge circle, and there's a pack of these in the new caddy. Okay, and there are a ton in one set, and so these are a great buy. I'm going to move you if you're seasick. Watch out when I say I'm going to move you, because I move you. And then we're just going to run that through our Stampin' Boss cut machine. You do a 1, 2, and then the clear plates. So it's a 3 below and a 3 above. And you're just going to crank that through. Vellum is just so nice, because you don't want to put a white piece on this and block all the stuff that you did. It would block all that stuff. So vellum kind of still shows it, right? And then on the vellum, I'm using a stamp from a stamp set. Sorry, the stamp set is this stamp set. So Sincere. I'm using So Thankful for You, but it has all these beautiful different sayings, and this one is also in the new mini catalog. All right. So there's that. So I'm going to take that stamp, right, right here on one of our blocks. And use my memento. And remember, when you're stamping on vellum, that it gets a little slippery. You don't want to move it too much, and it's going to be wet for a little while. That tapping my dog assumes someone's knocking at the door to come in. So he's being a good dog and alerting us, but that's what happens when you have a lab. And so it's still shiny, still wet. And so I'm going to put it on a number 1 on my tool, and I'm going to dry it a little, okay? You're going to order which set? Oh, the one, yeah, the So Sincere one that has a lot of great sayings. You know, it's nice to have a few good sayings, you know, to use. And this may take some time to dry. So I'm just going to set it down a little. And so it doesn't heat it as much as it does dry it. So it's on a 1. The mats. What do you mean the mats? The sticky mats? Yeah. Or the masks. Yeah, the masks. I got it now. And so when you put your vellum down, you got to remember wherever you put your adhesive, that's going to show through. Yeah, that's going to show through. So you want to put it where our ribbon's going to go, not up here where you're going to see. So I'm going to flip that over real quick, put some adhesive down towards the bottom. Don't need a lot. And then you're going to put that on there. Good. Now we're going to do our ribbon, and the first one is this gorgeous copper clay. Look how pretty that is. It's got its own shimmer and shine to it. It's just a really pretty ribbon. All right, so the first one I'm going to do like this and flip over. Isn't it funny how I was thinking, I made this card yesterday and I was thinking last night in bed, I'm like, ooh, I should put black behind that. It'll make it look so much better. Isn't it funny, the things you think of? And then I'm going to take my, isn't this cool? It's so cool. It's like twine and braided twine. All right. And this one I'm going to hear a little bit different because I'm going to use glue dots on the back. All right, and see how cool that is when you layer that. So definitely it's okay to layer your ribbons. All right, and now I gotta look for my glue dots. So I'll use these because I don't know where my other ones are. And this card doesn't have to have a truck on it, right? Instead of the truck, you could put pumpkins there. You could put the leaf set there. So you're setting up a card that you could use for different, you know, you could make it into a Halloween card. You could put sunflowers on there. You could put all different kinds of stuff in this little space, right? So it doesn't have to be the truck, but I haven't used the truck yet in a class, okay? And so many of you probably know by now, I'm using these binder clips on my ribbon so they don't unroll. I think Patty Bennett was the one who had that idea. Yeah, so we got that. All right, so I'm going to set that aside for a second. And now I'm going to take my piece of white scrap, and we're going to take out our cute little truck set. Now look at that truck set. How many different things are in that truck set, and you can order the truck set online still. I'm going to stamp this. We're going to use this stamp, and the wheels. Okay. And but there's you can put palm trees in the back and pretend you're going to the beach. You can do it for someone's birthday. Different planters, flowers, trees, different kinds of flowers, Christmas trees. There's clouds. There's different you can put a little, you know, thing in the back of your truck. It's just so cute. What is know the truck? Oh, no, I'm just saying you could, if you wanted to, use different things. Different people like different things. So I'm going to use Cajun Craze. Okay, so Cajun Craze is one of our orangey, dark orangey reds, browns, not as brown as copper clay. And so you just let that sink in. Okay, and the punch is not orderable right now, but you can eventually hopefully get the punch. So I don't think this is going away anytime soon. So you see my little truck, I'm going to punch it out, but you can cut them out, right? Of course I didn't cut off enough here, but you can cut him out. Okay, yes, it's a him. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you could cut out windows and wheels and different tops. But here we go here. And line them up. My dog's a little upset that he's not up here in my craft room. We put the gate up, and so he's making it known downstairs that he's not happy. Poor baby. Oh, I was just playing with him. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tires. Did I take that next? Let's do our outline next, and then we'll do the tires. Okay, so I did the outline in black. And so now this is where the disadvantage of doing a video. Let's see, and then just go right over that and stamp that. Isn't that cute? Look how cute that is. Look how cute that is. And then we're going to take these. Oh, yeah. It's hard on video. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's just hard on video. So I can't, like, look over my stamp. It was so easy to do when I'm not on video. So we're going to do that over real quick. Sorry. Gotta be an easier way of doing that, huh? All right. So I'm going to do it the way I did it first. And then, sorry. It'll be a little more close up this time. I tried to look through the camera and do it. All right. So down, let the ink sink in with your Cajun Craze. Let it dry just a touch. Punch it out. Line it up, punch it out. And it really is easy. It's not easy with a camera in front of your face, blocking where you can see. And of course I cut this one too low. It's really easy to do, but I cut this one too low. That's the way it happens when you're doing a live video, is nothing works out the way it should. So my wheels might be off a little bit. Beautiful. There's my wheels. All right. See how easy it is? It's really easy. But now you're going to see my head. And I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to line it up. Sorry about my head. See how easy that was? You just have to put your head there. And still, not as good as I did the first time, but good. See how cute, though? Cute. All right, so we're going to tuck that under there anyway. And we got our little truck in. And use some dimensionals. So I do this to show you I'm not perfect by any means. It's so funny how some things are so easy when the first time I do them, I'm like, oh, that's easy. And then I go to do them for you guys. And then it's like, what just happened? All right. now the next thing is to put this on the base. Get this out of here. Get my other stuff out of here. Make some room, because the next one is really colorful, uses a lot of good stuff. Yeah. All right. No, the truck, meaning no way, don't ever use anything else but the truck, right? Right, Jackie? And that truck can be used for all seasons, Christmas and fall, so, you know. Just think you could do a Christmas one using Christmas paper, have the snowfall come across and do the same layout. And now, last but not least, we're going to take those really pretty gems. You could take the black ones too, couldn't you? Let's do the black ones instead of the gold ones or the champagne ones. So we'll put a black one there. One maybe there. One maybe there. Should we do gold too? Yeah. And there is our pretty, pretty card. And so that's that one. Now let's compare it to the first one. See how different? See how sometimes a little restraint. See, there's a lot more leaves. This, I think, looks better with a little more restraint. And then, adding that extra layer of cardstock to make it pop, I think does wonders. So there you go. All right, so there's our 2 cards there for number 2. All right, now, our last card, Christmas, right? Christmas, Christmas. It's not as busy looking. Yeah, I like the second one better. I agree. Yes, Master Dragon. Sorry, just taking a drink. For some reason, I'm very dehydrated today. Well, I know the reason. So, the next card is a bright card, but you could definitely change the colors to meet your color taste. You could easily have done these in red and white and green. I used a paper pack, this paper pack here. It is called Merry Bold and Bright, so it is bold and bright. It has these great light bulb colors, and it has these great bright colors, pinks and Poppy Parade and Granny Apple Green and polka dots and fa la 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 and stars. It's just a great bright pack of paper. It's a lot of fun. So that's that one, and it coordinates with a different set. But like I said, you could do that. And then I did a tag, because in the stamp set, let me show you this Merriest Tree stamp set. So you have one tree stamp, and you're like, but there's 3 different size trees. I'll show you how to do those. And you could make it more realistic if you want, or you could leave it cartoony like I did. And then there's all these different presents. There's tons of different presents you can put under the tree. You can put snowflakes and ornaments on your tree, bows and stars. And this one could be on a small tree. And then the dies that coordinate with it, that bundle with it, look at how many. There's all these different stars and snowflakes. You have all these layers for the tree. So if you wanted to make the tree very dimensional and like pile up, that's cool. Or you can make it different sizes. And that's how one tree stamp could be different sizes, because you stamp it first and then you cut it out whatever size you want. It also has a tag die. That's why I made this tag. Okay. And that ribbon is in the main catalog too. That's with the bear suite. But I loved it for this tag. too much stuff, right? There's even a tag fastener. So there's too much stuff. So let me show you what I mean. Look at all these different trees that you could punch out. And you can you can cut them out of cardstock too, right? They don't have to be cut out of a stamped image. So I started with Melon Mambo. Yeah, Melon Mambo for a Christmas card. Not your usual, right? And so you want your clean boat folder, right? Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. And then I knew I wanted to use my new Christmas tree die. Isn't that cute? And what's left over you can use for confetti too. So I took a piece of our Whisper White cardstock, and I used the thicker cardstock. It's not Whisper White, it's Basic White now, right? Yeah, Basic White. And I'm going to run that through the Stampin' Boss cut machine. So I'm going to turn you, all right? Turning. Stampin' Boss cut machine. And this one you do want a little bit straighter, so it comes out straight on your card. I don't tape it down, but you could. All right, and now you're going to have all this Christmas tree glitter. Sorry about the shakiness. Good night. Good night. Tell Paisley good night, and to be a good girl and do what Grammy says. All right, so this is the die. Rory came out. Everything's falling all out, and look how easy these are. They just poke right out. I don't even have to use a poker tool. I can use my finger, right? I do have a poker tool here, but you don't even need it. They come right out. And then you have a ton of confetti to put in your card for, those of you who you'd like to prank. So you can put all that in the envelope as confetti, so when they pull it out, they have all this tree confetti. But I'm not going to do that to anyone I know. All right. And so isn't that cute? You could just do that. But I wanted multicolors underneath mine. So I decided to take a piece of that rainbow paper. Oh, thanks. I don't know what's okay, I'm using I'm trying to find one that's working for me. Use some adhesive. And this one's cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so just a little bit bigger than our base, because I wanted the edges to stick out from that white. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. But I felt like if I just put the trees right on there, they wouldn't stand out as well. So I'm going to put this down, but instead of just gluing it down, I'm actually going to put dimensionals. Okay? So I took a mini dimensionals. And you don't have to hit every spot. You just kind of go around the edges. And then that lifts it up and gives it some depth. And then you can see actually more color when you do that. Doesn't matter if there's two there. They kind of stuck together, so go with the flow, right? I think that should be good. Since I have one on my finger, I'll put it there. All right. Never use too many dimensionals. Thank you, Karen. Marilyn, you're always so complimentary. This is fun. This is fun stuff. There's nothing more fun than playing with your stuff. So I say go take your stuff, your crafting stuff, and play with your paper, play with your inks, and play with your dies and see what they do. There's another die set that I cannot wait to show you and make cards with. It's going to be awesome. All right. All right, we're good there. I can't believe it's already Saturday again. It's like I was just doing a video. Time is flying. I actually have Monday off. I have some great friends that are coming up this weekend. Isn't that cool how it kind of shows the colors through there? Just love it. Now you could shift it up and down if you wanted it a certain way, but I like it like that. All right, now, don't worry because I cut most of this out ahead of time. Your tree, your trees. So if you stamped a whole tree and cut it out in shaded spruce, it's going to be like that. All right, so that's going to be your tree. No big deal. But if you then wanted a smaller tree, then you would say, well, I want one this size. And when you stamp it, you only cut that part out and it matches that. And then I did that one with Granny Apple Green. And then I put that there, right? And then I said, well, I want an even smaller one. So I took this one and cut out the part of the stamp like that. And then I did that with the Lucky Limeade. No, not Lucky Limeade. We haven't had Lucky Limeade in forever. Lemon Lime Twist. And then I did that. And I got my 3 trees. So there's only one stamp. But there's different size trees all the way down depending on where you cut it. I think that was a great idea. Less bulk, less cost, right? And then, to save time, in that set that I showed you, the shape set in the annual catalog, I cut out this little banner here. And one of the sayings is, in the set is, hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. And I thought that was nice. And to match the background cardstock, I chose the Melon Mambo. But then I felt like I needed to pull more colors in, so then I did the packages and all the different colors of the paper, and I'll show you those colors in just a second. So again, here it goes, me stamping without being exactly over it. Can you see that? And you just let it sink in. And there we go. And so the color scheme, and the way I picked this color scheme is because it's the colors that are listed on the paper. So there's Melon Mambo, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lime Twist, I almost called it Lucky Limeade again, Poppy Parade, Granny Apple Green, Shade of Spruce, Pool Party, I'm running out of room, and Blueberry Bushel. Blueberry Bushel adds a nice patch of blue with this great little gift that I cut out. Let me show you that one. I loved this one. Isn't that cute? And it adds just a nice amount of blue there. And then, so then I did the Poppy Parade. And I'm losing them all. So I did this one in Flirty Flamingo. And then I did a Poppy Parade one under here. And then I did a Pool Party one. And then that I put there. And then the Crushed Curry I used on the stars. So pulling all that rainbow back together. You know, all those colors that are in the rainbow in the background. Pulling that all together. And then this one is the Melon Mambo, tucking it in there. Cute, right? Cute, 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 cute. Now, take some time to layer all that. And then the last thing I did was use these fabulous little iridescent adhesive back discs. And let me show you, there's 5 different colors. You don't get to see the green. So there's this really cool green, kind of pinky white, almost a magenta, a balmy blue kind of, and a red. I don't know what colors they call them. And that's where I stuck them right there. But they look like twinkling little lights on the Christmas tree. I love them. I was like, oh, I don't need any more sequins. And then I'm like, these are so cute. Aren't they cute? All right, so that is card number 3. I won't painfully make you watch me build this. All you do is put dimensionals and stack things. But I hope you guys had a good class. I hope you liked what you saw. And there's a little tag to go with it. And I always put an extra tag there so that I have room for writing. All right. So have a good weekend. Have a, excuse me. Stay safe, stay blessed. hope you have wonderful, hope we all have wonderful weather this weekend. Yeah, lots of detail, but it's fun. It's cute, you know. I can imagine this for a younger girl or something like that. But all right. Thanks everyone. Have a good night. Bye.